Hello and welcome back. We didn't think so soon for Severance Season 2, Episode 4. I'm going to cut out the part at the end of the last episode where we spent a good, minute or two just discussing when we were going to do the next one.
Why? It's a nice surprise for everybody.
That's Episode 4.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did say the last one was Episode 4, but this is the real Episode 4 this time. Woe's Hollow. For realsies this time.
Oh.
So hey guys, remember everything I said at the beginning of the last one where this one just felt I had to go back and check, am I watching the right episode here? This is what I meant.
In the last one, you referenced ASCII art, and this one did have ASCII art. You were cheating.
Did I?
Yes.
I didn't.
I don't know what ASCII art is.
I don't know.
Oh no, I remember what you're referring
yes, you
to.
do, Nelly.
Yeah, you know ASCII art. Yeah,
you'll
ASCII
know if
art.
you saw it.
ASCII.
Ben was talking about it in relation to him being old.
I mean, you could just explain what it means.
Yeah.
It's basically drawing pictures using
pictures,
characters for computer-generated letters. You know, doing
like
art.
Mr.
When did that
Squiggles?
happen?
No.
Okay.
No, bunch of little faces.
Irving was having his dream.
When Irving was having his dream, and we, jumping right ahead, and we see the numbers change to letters, and it starts to form a picture, and
that's ASCII art.
I didn't know what ASCII art is.
Oh, really?
Okay, you surprised me.
Crap, I am old.
Still not 100% sure, but that's
It'll be fine.
I'll Google it and send it to you, will I?
Yeah.
I'll Google it.
Anybody
Google
could
it
have
after.
done it at any point in the last minute.
I'm just going to go through the Severance Wiki. Thanks, Severance Wiki on Fandom. You're the best.
Yep.
And
you're on the right episode?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely on Woe's Hollow. But just before we start, everyone else was sort of like, wait, what's happening? Right?
No, this episode made complete sense.
The last thing that we saw, the thing that I had to keep reminding myself was the last thing that we saw was that Mark had went through that procedure, whatever it's called. I forget the name, even though we talked about it last night.
Reintegration.
That's it, reintegration. And now here we are. Lots of weird things.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll start.
Can you please tell
Mum was confused as well.
I never had typewriter class.
You never had typewriter class.
We went straight to computers.
That's going to be random. Okay, all right. I will. I'll start. All right. Irving wakes up on a frozen tundra, really in the middle of a frozen lake, where he stands alone. He yells out for anyone, and he hears Mark yell back, and he sees him up on top of a cliff. It's just it's so weird. Everything here is weird.
Yeah.
I love that they're just yelling at each other as well.
Yeah.
Should I come up there?
Yeah, and
okay
Mark's
there, Nelly?
not offering to come down there either. Yeah, I'm good.
Irving asks where they are, and Mark says he has no idea, but points out a cliff for Irving to come up to him. As Irving traverses the path, Helly appears near him. She doesn't know where she came from, but she joins him. Once they're all together, they talk about how they just woke up there. They hear Dylan nearby, and he is exhilarated to be outside. He makes a comment about how...
Can I add something here?
Yep.
So it was at this point I was thinking, is this a simulation or something? Because they all seem to be entering at different times. Like it's a staggered entrance. And then...
I thought it was a simulation.
Yeah, and especially when the people appear and they look really glitchy and not really them. Kind of
it's
thing.
all very strange.
It's very,
yeah.
The whole time I thought it was a glitch.
Simulation. Or a dream or something.
Last time I thought it was in his head, but I don't think that turned out to be the case.
Yeah, honestly, I've watched. We've all watched the whole episode. I still don't know what the hell was going on. It's just so bizarre, the whole thing.
I guess it could have been true, and they could have put them to sleep, or they're in
and then had them walk all there.
And
then they connected them one by one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. But also the reason Mark didn't go down is Irving was standing on a frozen lake.
Yes.
Yeah, but he said
not
there's
the
a path
best
up.
to
he didn't have to go.
Yeah, but not the best to stand on a frozen lake.
Yeah.
I've seen another show recently where that didn't go so well.
Yeah.
But I
It
won't
happened
spoil
in
it.
Little Women, the OG, and it was too much. I can't deal with it.
So when Dylan appears, he makes a comment about how he didn't expect that this outside would have no roof.
Yes.
Was that a hiccup then as well?
Yes, that was a
Okay.
That
hiccup.
was a timely hiccup.
Snuck up on her.
I'm stop eating the crackers.
They hear music and follow the sound to a television, which, of course,
Yeah,
there's going to
but
be
it's not
a television.
connected at all.
Yeah, and-
there's no wires between the devices on the tray as well.
Mhm.
That made me think it was even more of a simulation with the TV
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
sitting there
same.
waiting for them to find it.
No, but it kind of appeared out of nowhere because when we're looking at him up on the cliffs, it's not there when Irving's looking at him from up there, kind of thing.
Okay, so Mark uses a remote to play the video. It's Milchick welcoming them to the outdoor retreat and team building occurrence.
So remote makes it at least the 80s.
I actually wanted to point out that this video that they watch has so many cuts in it. Did you see it, Michael?
Yes, where he's just kind of
Yes.
glitching.
It's very, very unusual.
Nelly, with you mentioning that it being in the 80s, I think the innies they are led to believe it's a different time to what it is in the real world. Because the real world is not the 80s.
No, you're right.
Okay. So Mr. Milchick calls it the Ortro. Oh, sorry, the Auto. Is that what he calls it? The ORTO?
Yeah, the outside something.
Outdoor retreat
remote.
and team building occurrence. I don't know why he says
Yeah.
occurrence. That one threw me. I was like, I was thinking occasion or something. But anyway.
They wanted to make it end on a vowel.
Yeah.
Occurrence, though, makes it seem like it's not real. It's a strange word to use.
It is a strange, well, among many strange things this episode.
I mean, they use a lot of strange words, actually, but yeah.
So Mr. Milchick explains that this is a plan. This was planned in response to their desire to see the outside world. With their outies' blessings, they'll spend the next 2 days walking the terrain of Dieter Egan National Forest. We've never heard this name.
Dieter, you may ask.
Yeah, Dylan
Yeah.
also asks who Dieter Egan is.
I couldn't
Mr.
remember
Milchick-
who Helly's dad was, and I wondered for a little bit whether it was his name. But
It's not. So Dylan wonders who's Dieter Egan, and Mr. Milchick in the video basically answers it straight away and says that it's in the 4th appendix. Keir dictated it in the last hours of his life. It has such sanctity that it's forbidden on the 7th floor. It's waiting for...
later, when we see how big the tome is, I'm like, gosh, he must have just been talky Mr. Talky Face, to get that much out in the last hours.
Must have been real fun to do a bedside vigil with him.
and I was thinking this rings like something that's just been thought up for season 2. Like none of this was really planned, or if anything, it was just a rough draft at the time they did season 1.
Okay. I mean, highly possible, highly probable.
I was
It could be
thinking
totally incorrect too.
less scripted, more. It really is in the vein of a cult kind of thing of just making up stuff to suit their purposes. Like
It felt like a cult origin story once you hear him talking about reading from chapter 1 to everybody around the campfire.
And the language that's used as well, while some of it is archaic, it's like you would not be able to spout that out on your deathbed kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway.
So Mr. Milchick says that
male chick.
Yeah. The 4th appendix is waiting for them in Scissor Cave, the same grotto where Keir Egan tamed the 4 tempers for the very first time. He asks them to remember not to stray from Keir's path. They'll have help along the way. After the video ends, they look around and Dylan points out a figure standing on another cliff. Helly says it looks like Mark, and it does look like Mark. The figure points to...
from a distance.
Yeah.
If you squint.
The figure points to his...
I'm totally right. It's about Mark's
Dreaming.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, no, this can't be real if that's Mark. There can't be 2 Marks, right?
Yeah.
But everyone else could see him, which is also like, wait a second.
Well, if it was all happening kind of in Mark's brain, it would make sense that everybody could see him.
That's
it's
true.
Not real
Yeah, but I did say to
anyway.
Shan, it is kind of weird that if it's all in his brain that we're seeing stuff from their perspective when he's not there as well. I was like, he could be dreaming it, but it's sort of leaning away from it a little bit.
So the figure apparently points to its left. Mark thinks this must be the help Mr. Milchick promised, but Irving doesn't trust Mr. Milchick. I mean, he's pretty open about not trusting Mr. Milchick.
Oh, yeah. And he calls him all kinds of names.
Yeah. Mark says they don't have a lot of
He trusts
options,
no
so
one.
he goes toward that direction. They follow the path and eventually come across another figure, one who looks like Helly. She also raises an arm to direct them. This leads them
And
into a cave.
They're not clothed for the season.
No,
either,
they have like their office attire. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it, which is a bit odd.
Which also kind of makes it feel like a simulation kind of thing. Because why? I mean, obviously, there's not going to be two of them anyway. But it's I don't know.
It reminded me a bit of the Star Trek, the holosuites kind of thing.
Oh, holodecks.
Just a little bit like that.
Lumen holodecks, yes.
It almost has to be, right? Like, I know I'm going to jump right ahead, right to the end, right? About Helly.
Yep.
And about which Helly it is. So if it is the Audi Helly who's doing the traversing, then who is that standing there, if not a projection or something?
Yeah.
Very good question.
Yeah, I was just going to say something about that, but I was like, oh, should I jump ahead or not? But yeah, I agree. But then there isn't really two of them anyway. There's only one body, regardless of who it is. So,
okay.
It's weird.
So they arrive at whatever it was, Hollow, wherever they were. No, Scissor Cave. That's where they were.
Scissor Cave.
Where they find the fourth appendix. It's dedicated to Dieter. Helly starts to read it.
Sorry, this is not continuity, but you're in a damp cave. It is freezing outside, so there's going to be humidity, and this book is impeccable state.
I just want to point out.
It's not.
I know it's not real, and this is just more reason to say
no. But I mean, it's a stimulation. Yeah.
I suspect the book may not have always sat there. Just to say.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes previously.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's dedicated to Dieter, the book. Helly starts to read it. It explains that Dieter was Kier's twin brother, which we never knew about. Again, retcons.
At this point, I was like, I made a joke that went down like a lead balloon a few episodes ago about someone's twin.
You did. You did.
I think it was about Mark's twin.
You did, yeah. So apparently Dieter wanted he and Kier to live in the woods as paupers. Kier agreed and they went toward Woe's Hollow. The book has a map of Woe's Hollow. Irving says they're to walk in the brothers' footsteps. The book continues to describe Kier and Dieter's journey, which Irving, Dylan, Helly, and Mark follow.
It overlays with the voice that we heard when we went to the perpetuity thing, the voice recordings.
Oh, also when they woke up on Mum mentioned this and I forgot. When Mark is on top of the cliff at the very beginning of the episode, it's like when Helly finished the file and he came and he dove off the cliff. It was the same imagery, but snowy.
I never thought about that.
Well, there's lots of the same kind of music that I mean, the whole start of the episode sounded like it was like from an old adventure game or something. They're kind of getting their quest, and there's 4 of them, and here's what you need to go do, and all that. But it also sounded like the music that might be over like a 90s sort of corporate instructional video or something. I couldn't decide whether it was that or over like an old game. Because when he flew over it, it sort of looked like the similar sort of animation.
Yeah, I actually love that animation, by the way. So they then spot a figure that looks like Dylan again directing them.
Dylan also points out in the cave that when they say Dieter was Kier's twin, Dylan goes, "That's what they are," which took me way too long to figure out until we saw Dylan that he was saying they're their twins. that they're
Oh,
seeing.
okay.
It
He
doesn't look
thinks
anything
they are,
like
anyway.
Dylan. Has hair. Dylan doesn't really have hair like that.
Dylan only
He's-
has a bald patch on the back of his head.
Mm. But
I'll
the
mention-
density of his hair on his head looked wrong.
Mm.
Like Dylan was the one that looked least like his twin.
Now he's having a good
okay.
time there with the cattail.
Yeah.
Did you? I didn't even think about it. I just thought it was Dylan. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just in case I forget later, we never got a double for Irving, did we?
I can't remember.
Thought we did, didn't we?
Oh, I guess we'll find
Like,
out.
I was just
we do-
expecting, of course,
Yeah, we
there'll be
do.
a
When the
fourth,
four of them
but-
are standing together at one point above the falls, I think he's there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I just missed it then.
I'm sure it'll say. So as they walk, Mark asks Helly if she's okay. She says yes. She just wishes she knew where they were going. Irving stops for a minute and notices Mark and Helly talking. As they continue walking, Irving asks Mark what he and Helly were talking about. He doesn't trust Helly because he thinks she lied about what she saw during the overtime
Night
contingency
gardeners.
protocol. He doesn't think Mark can be objective about it. He came to a river. Oh, they come to a river with a dead animal on the bank. Mark thinks it's a seal. Do we know what it actually was?
I think it was.
I think it was a seal.
because it did have the seal tail and stuff.
But they don't. How would they know what a seal is?
Yeah.
But them not know what something looks like when it's dead.
But also,
Yeah.
it's the whole thing of how did they know what the tents were? How did they know what they're marshmallows or?
But they seem to
eating
act
food and
like
stuff.
fire was something new that they'd never seen
Yeah,
before.
exactly. Yeah,
Why is
yeah.
something
It's
new
the first time I've
something
gone, how do they know all this stuff?
Mm.
Well,
It's annoying me now.
we have talked about that before too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've kind of taken it that they had prior like knowledge and muscle memory and stuff like that. But then to not recognize fire and to act like they've never seen fire. Sorry, not recognizing it isn't quite right. They knew it was fire, I guess. And then to not know what something looks like dead, like they've never seen anything dead.
Yeah, and either Irving's
I guess not
really
everybody has seen
hungry-
a dead animal either, though. But that's...
Mm.
But yeah, either
Uh,
Irving's really hungry or he just wants to experience what a dead.
Yeah. I think Irving is
crazy.
hangry. That's what I think he is. Because he wants to eat
2
it.
days. I think you'll be okay.
We should eat it
Yeah.
because that's everyone's reaction to dead animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we can't
Yeah.
trust anything that we've said. Or not that we can't trust it. We don't know anything. And I'm like, well, no, he did tell you 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't know if there's food waiting or even where they are. Dylan thinks Lumen can't let anything happen to them, but Irving says they don't really know anything. Mark says they know Irving had a bad experience last time he was outside. Irving interrupts and asks, who said he had a bad experience? Irving says to Dylan, what did you tell Mark? Dylan denies saying anything. Mark says that they just need to get to the hollow, and they continue walking.
My guess is
Irving's
Dylan
right,
didn't
that they-
say anything.
Oh, I don't think he did either.
They
I think they could
picked it
just
up from his
tell.
behaviour. Well,
Yeah, they could tell.
Yeah. Also, at this point, Mum thought something was happening to Irving. Like
Okay.
he was almost being possessed because
Oh.
his demeanor changed and stuff. And I said, well, he's always kind of annoyed at Lumen.
Hmm.
But
Well,
that
he's
just
right
gave me an
about-
idea for what
Oh.
might have happened the whole episode. But I can wait till the end. Just from-
Because he started the episode and ended it as well. It's sort of
Yeah.
a very Irving. But he's right about a lot of things, even though he's getting
Hmm.
annoyed. He's right about Helly. He's right about them,
Oh, yeah,
women
yeah.
needing them. Yeah.
I think he was just suspicious of everything the whole time. I think and rightly so.
Mm.
He's been suspicious of Helly since she told the fake story.
Mhm.
And he tried to get it
he
out of her.
Ever since he couldn't see the...
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been
but-
suspicious of everything and hating on Lumen.
Irving interrupts and asks who said. Oh, I've already read that. They continue walking. They come to a waterfall and standing on top, they see all 4 of them, one of each of them. Mr. Milchick appears behind them and tells them Kier's twin was always with them. So they, Lumen, provided each of them with the same.
The
They're at
biggest waterfall in the world.
Yes.
Sorry,
This is-
have we read the part where he spends himself on the ground?
I don't think.
Yeah, I
we've
thought
read
that had
yet.
already happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it
they
might
were
be-
walking,
Yeah.
they read it.
Yeah, sorry.
when
Yeah,
Mel-
Maybe not.
there was no. You're right.
Or
it
is
was
that
in.
when Milchick reads it?
I don't think it was when Mr. Milchick read it. Yeah, I don't
'Cause,
think
yeah,
it was.
When it came over, I'm like, did that say what I thought it said?
Yeah, I thought I'd missed the sentence before it. It just sort of came right out of the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were talking about, and I did only just watch the episode, but I don't know.
Really? He talks about spilling his
Masturbating.
lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
like,
talk about-
either that,
Dita masturbated.
yeah.
What?
That was around
a
the
whole bunch of the
campfire.
rest mustn't have made sense then. If you didn't catch that.
No.
bit, You must have.
Sorry, I didn't remember what the line was that you guys were
Oh,
talking about right then, and
Right.
what part you were talking about.
It definitely had lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they come to the waterfall. Mr. Milchick says, "This is the tallest waterfall on the planet." It's just
I think
what?
all of
They
us
could-
are taller than that waterfall. Thank you very much.
He could tell them anything,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
How would they know?
He says they followed the path of Kier and Dita and reached Woe's Hollow. Irving tells him they're starving. Mr. Milchick is surprised to hear that, but then says he's teasing. Lumen will always protect
Yeah.
and provide.
Which is pretty rich from him. Like, he expects them to take everything literally. Every
Yes.
word. Do not question. Then he's like, I was teasing.
And then he
Mate,
has to
mate, you're
go
in a bit
at
of a
Helly
trouble.
later.
Reaching here, whatever.
Yeah, and then has to go at Helly later for making a joke. But I don't know whether that was scripted as well between them. So yeah.
Yes, in retrospect, it's an interesting conversation.
Mm.
It gets dark as Mr. Milchick leads them to their destination. 4 blue tents surrounding some campfires. Miss Huang is there, and Mr. Milchick says she's been readying the grill so they can cook the luxury meats Lumen brought in.
Luxury
talks
meat.
Yeah.
I also thought it was interesting that they were both in white, full white outfits, and they were all in black.
But also,
I feel like it means something, but I don't know what.
What's Miss Huang wearing around her neck? Because can you see it just under the plate of marshmallows? What is it?
Oh, I think that's a belt.
Oh, okay. Does Milchick have one? Can you just move to your right, Michael?
No.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
it's
he has a
hidden
belt
under his
on.
jumper.
You just can't
we
see
just can't
it.
see the buckle.
They're definitely wearing the same jumper and jacket. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the clothes would be a little slightly different being
Yeah.
male and female.
So he talks about the amenities of their little campground. He gives them torches for heat and light, and they're like, ooh. So
pretty.
Fire.
my thing is, I'm sure they knew what fire was, but they've just never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
So-
didn't think it was their first time hearing about fire. Definitely their first time seeing it, but they would never have seen a seal either. And why would they have seen a picture
Or a dead
of
one.
seal? Yeah. Like, I get
We're
knowing.
very
I
frozen.
don't know.
We're probably
I'm like,
just
why-
overthinking it. They're
If
just
it's
like,
a
yeah, he can talk
simulation,
about
why is
anything.
it there as well?
There's stuff they don't know. Yeah.
What are you
Helen
looking at,
comes to
Michael?
Irving's tent. She's made him a seal out of snow in case he's hungry. He feels silly for suggesting they eat that animal. It was irrational. She says it's fine. He asks her what she really saw during the overtime contingency again. And he's like, just sort of like, it's okay. You can tell me. She says she
I
told
thought
them.
she was going to.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
He says it's okay, that it won't change anything. And she leaves without telling him. Miss Huang plays music on her guitar while Mr.
No, it's
Milchick...
not a guitar. It's
a
a
theremin.
theremin.
Oh, was that what she was doing? Sorry.
She plays it amazingly.
While Mr. Milchick reads about Dita and Kier's journey, Kier talks about Dita's eye popping out of his skull and his hair falling out. This was all rather
Again,
macabre.
out of the blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
like
And
popping
pus coming out of
in
the
pus
eye.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
and
disgusting.
turning into a tree.
He walked toward, and about how Kier walked toward the waterfall to drown out Dita's cries, and it was there that he first encountered Woe, who told him Dita's fate was his doing. So Woe is apparently a short woman with...
half the size of a woman.
Oh, yeah, half the size of a woman in a wedding dress with thin hair.
Yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
back to the cave where Kia something the four What was it?
Yeah,
The 4
Was it Furies or something?
starts
Or
with T.
something?
Tenements or torments or what are they? Testaments or something like that.
Oh God, hold on.
Woe
I'm
is
gonna
one of
find
them.
This.
Yep.
Tempers.
Hmm.
Tempers.
Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Tempers.
Tempers. But what's Tempers supposed to be? Is that like a test?
I took them to
They've
be in
been
the
recited
crisis, like,
before.
woe
Yeah, they
and-
have.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Harmony has recited them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, and he encountered Woe, who told him that Dita's fate was his doing. Mr. Milchick says they might have time in the morning for the next chapter, Kier and the thieving nanny. Irving asks if Dita really died that way. Mr. Milchick says the handbook enriches their work with tales of the founder's life. Every word is
And
truth.
it's kind of implied it's about the spilling.
Yeah. Helly laughs at that, at the idea that Dita melted and turned into the forest because he masturbated.
Let's stop
Mark's-
there again now. If this is real Helly, why is this
Why is she
news to
needling?
her
Or is she
funny
trying
her?
to-
Is it,
Yeah,
is it
why
that
is
she
she
doesn't
trying to
know about
antagonise?
Appendix 4 or what?
She's trying to act like
Helly.
normal Helly.
Mm.
She's
Normal
not
Helly would,
Act like her.
like any Helly. Yeah, because any
Okay.
Helly would make a joke. And obviously she stuffs up when she is
Oh,
me.
okay.
Hmm.
All
Yep.
right. Yeah, all right.
Mark starts laughing as well. Helly says it's the dumbest thing she's ever heard. Mr. Milchick says they often laugh at what they don't understand. The team he thought he knew would have processed more thoughtfully. He has Miss Huang get the marshmallows, and then she dumps them into the fire.
Rough
Well,
on
they
her,
all
who
have-
didn't laugh at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
all
was his
have his
marshmallow.
head on them.
Yes, and
Yeah,
it's all
Kier's-
very
I
mean.
wouldn't have wanted to eat them with Kier's face on them.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Mr. Milchick says marshmallows are for team players. Then he tells them good night and goes to his tent. Mark
But
and
he
Helly,
is really affronted
yeah,
as well. I'm like,
that they weren't
how much
taking it
is he
seriously.
putting on if he and Helly are in on it?
Maybe
I
that
don't-
wasn't part of
kinda
the
think.
plan. I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think he
Maybe
knew?
you're right, Katie. I'm coming.
Well, he
around to
must have with what happened later.
But he only reacts when she calls him Seth.
Oh. You're right.
Wait, what are you coming around to with what I said, Michael?
What
have I
You were sort of, yeah, I'm sure I'm right, but this is a turn up. No, where you were sort of talking about how a lot of it was from that, maybe it was more about Irving, and then we went and talked to
Yes.
talking about because heaps.
I can
of it
tell you what my
actually is
theory is if you want now.
sure. Yeah,
That this was to test loyalty, essentially, and who's still drinking the Kool-Aid and who's not. So things were put in front of Irving to kind of weed him out. I think he took it further than they thought he would.
Lots of it relates to how he thinks about everything and what his suspicions are, and yeah.
It could also be a little bit of a trial run. Think Good Place without me spoiling Good Place for the whole internet. Who watches this? All the internet.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, they'll get to it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe their minds can be wiped to not remember this happening. But I don't think Irving's coming back. So
Oh, don't say that.
I also don't think I don't think Irving is worried about being fired though, because he knows his Audi is investigating.
That's true.
So even if he's not in there, his Audi's still going to be looking into stuff.
Yeah.
I think this is also his Audi's nature and characteristic coming through of either he is military himself and his ability to put 2 and 2 together kind of thing and come up with 5. And all that kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, if the whole thing's from his sort of perspective, the bit with Mark and the switching faces later doesn't make sense. So I can't decide.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll continue on. Just feel free to interject if you want to. So Mark and Helly continue to laugh, but Irving says it isn't funny and to stop making goo-goo eyes at Helly. Mark denies doing that. Irving asks Helly again to tell them about the Night Gardener. He asks questions about his appearance. Irving says Mark is using his pupils to make love to Helly while his outy's wife rots somewhere. It's like, oh, okay. Both Mark and Dylan call him out on that. Helly says they all know Irving's upset because he can't see Bert ever again and he's lonely. Irving takes his torch
Which is
and walks away.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helly and Mark then go to their
very
tents,
unhelly.
leaving Dylan alone.
Not a lot worse than what he just said about Mark's wife, by the way.
Yeah.
But
No,
anyway.
and when she said that, I didn't think it was a giveaway.
But he was saying it as more of a behavior correction, whereas Helly was just being spiteful. Like he was just disappointed with Mark's behavior, basically, given all that they know.
He still didn't need to say it like that.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
But I
still
think
quite a rude way
it
to
was a
say
bit
it.
raw.
Shortly after, we see Mark peek into Helly's tent and joke with her about Dieter. Helly knows what she said to Irving was mean, but Mark thinks he deserved it. He can make goo-goo eyes at whoever he wants. He asks Helly if she's okay. Helly apologizes for distracting him from looking for his wife. He says it's okay. They'll find her, and Helly has already helped with that. Mark leans in and kisses her. They undress and do the sex.
I was waiting for you to get to that point when you would say
That's not written in the wiki.
It's not.
So at this point, I started having a complete meltdown because Nelly, you wrote in the chat Katie won, and I was like, what did I win at? And then I was like, oh my God, they're related. Oh my God, they're brother and sister. Oh my God, oh my God. And I had a complete spiral, and I told Mum, and she's like, no.
Yeah.
I spiraled out of
The
control.
whole Star Wars sibling thing again.
I'll get to the end of the episode, but I actually do want to know what you meant.
Oh, okay. I will get to it.
Okay.
Well, we've kind of covered it now. It's when Katie was the one that kind of stuck to the hypothesis that it wasn't Helly.
I thought
No,
it
I
was
changed my
me.
mind last week.
Oh, okay.
It was Michael.
Yeah, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Which is maybe just me being sore about not being right. I don't know.
I've been saying since the
I
first
thought
episode
it was-
this season that I think it might be Helena.
Yeah, and I did agree with you, and I did say I
Yes.
think they don't have cameras because they've made her the spy.
Yeah, because she's the spy.
which is
yeah.
obviously
Mm.
100% what they've done.
Maybe
But I
just talked you
last
out of the
episode,
right
I didn't
answer.
think she was. Well, I mean, I wasn't wholly convinced that it was the Audi.
Gosh, she did brilliantly though, didn't she? She had me
Yeah.
doubting.
But for
She
what?
could have just kept nice.
Yep.
She's a spy. She
She's-
knows what they all know now.
Also, I
About
reckon
Mark knowing about his wife being alive.
she wanted to sleep with Mark as well. Because remember how she was replaying their kissing as well?
Yep.
That's one of the
She's
bits that
into it.
annoyed me. I'm like, oh, so she's changing her whole thing and throwing away or potentially her position and everything just because she saw video of her kissing some guy. Like that's what her whole motivation now.
I
don't
think
think
she
so.
saw.
I don't know. I think that's just a perk.
I think that, and I think I said this in the first episode as well, or maybe the second, that she saw what Helly had and was kind of jealous, and she
Yeah.
wanted it.
I was hoping it was more than that. I was hoping it was more that, maybe, something about what her innie said that she saw back later or something rang true, or maybe she was freaked out about the fact that her innie had tried to kill herself. And those sort of motivations, not, I saw a video of
I
you
think there's
kissing
still a
guy.
chance for that.
No,
as
I
well.
don't think that's. I was hoping as well that it was like, oh, I want to see what's really going on down there.
But also,
But
she
also,
says
I think it's that she's the spy.
after she
Because-
and Mark do the sex, she comes out with, it seems under duress and saying, I didn't like who I was. Of her outie.
Yeah.
But it's her outie saying that.
I mean, and
Yeah.
that implies
I
that
think
she
that was
doesn't
to
like
try
who
and-
she is.
But I think that was to still kind of hook us in it being her innie and not the
Okay.
Audi until right at the end of the episode.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I guess I don't. One of the main things I don't buy is just that they need a spy. Like they had cameras everywhere. Like what didn't they know? They knew.
They took them all away. Well, they allegedly took them all away because of what happened. So they
Yeah.
wanted it to look like they weren't spying on them. They didn't have cameras and microphones everywhere. So Helly was the camera and microphone. Helena, sorry, was the camera and microphone because Mark's told her about the wife and she's gone on that experience to the goat world, if you will, for lack of a better term for it.
The mammalian,
Yeah, I'm not calling it that.
whatever it is.
Nurturables.
Yes,
Yes.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
like kept up. Yeah, I don't know.
This is great. Like this episode has thrown me for a loop as well. Okay, so
This
I'm
episode
watching it the
brought me
same as
back
you.
in,
Oh, really? Okay.
surprisingly. Yeah.
I think it's the opposite for Michael.
Oh,
no. I still like it. I'm just
I loved this episode.
there's things that are just not quite lining up. I hope there's sort of more explanation for it, I guess, but
Yeah.
which is probably
Okay, we've
going
got
in the
6
wrong
more
Well, we have a
episodes.
better chance of answers with this show, Michael, than
Here
we
we
did
go.
with the previous one.
I knew you were going to mention Twin Peaks again.
And unfortunately, if there aren't any answers, we can't blame Ben because he didn't know ahead of time.
That's right,
Yes.
because I've got no idea. All right,
There's no TP or Ben bashing on this one.
I'll continue on. We cut to Irving and we see him walking alone in the woods with his torch. We cut back to Mark and Helly doing the sex. Irving starts calling out to Mr. Milchick and Miss Huang, and he trips and his torch goes out. He looks around in the darkness. Mark and Helly lie facing each other. Irving sits down and looks up at the moon. Helly tells Mark she doesn't like who she was on the outside, which made her ashamed. He asks who she was. He promises he doesn't care who she was out there. He only cares who she is with him. He kisses her again, and he suddenly glitches briefly, seeing the face of Gemma / Miss Casey instead of Helly.
Benning him.
Why would outside her say that she was ashamed if she was trying to pretend to be? Why would she bring that up at all?
I think because Irving brought it up.
And she was trying to keep the connection and just make him, I don't know.
Irving kind of planted the seed that maybe she lied about it because a night gardener is a load of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, the lie could be anything. I don't know. It just seems so spot on. It still doesn't quite jive. Anyway, did everyone think that the face thing was going to happen?
No, I didn't see that
I thought it was
coming
going to
at all.
happen a lot sooner.
Yeah, about a minute earlier, I said to Sean,
Yeah.
the faces are going to switch in.
Oh, really? Oh, during
no,
the
I
sex.
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Because there
really
hadn't
awkward.
been any glitching with the reintegration thing, I kind of thought, I don't know, I kind of thought that hadn't happened yet, or it was a different timeline or something, because it took a really long time in that episode for that to happen.
I
when
expected
it. Was
it.
the end
And
of the
then-
last episode.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I think I'd
And
just
then when it
given
didn't
up on
happen,
it.
I was like, oh, maybe it won't happen.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of a surprise to me. So obviously you guys are more
I'm
perceptive than I am.
surprised it was a surprise to you because I would have put. You said 80% sure that's going to
I was enjoying the sex too much, I guess.
You know why I didn't pick up on it? I was having a spiral about them being related. Is actually why. It didn't even cross my mind. I was spiraling hardcore.
I was quite fascinated by the space heater that was like right above their
Oh,
head.
yes!
Like, how much
Oh,
are you
that
not
too.
burning your
Is
hair?
Is their
How
hair
big
going to
the
catch on
tent-
fire?
And how big the tent is? Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, don't get me
Dr. Who's
started on
phone
the
box.
hair. Helly's hair is lovely,
Pristine.
soft curls.
Pristine.
Yes. And then we see her the next day. It is she has walked through a frozen forest for a whole day. She did the sex, and then she wakes up the next morning, and her hair is perfect.
I have a theory on that one.
Oh yeah.
Let's hear it.
Well, since we know it's Audi Helly, was she in the tent the whole night when everybody else was asleep?
Oh yeah.
Well,
'cause
she did
Mark
disappear from the
wakes up
tent.
without her.
Yeah.
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 Maybe she had a stylist on hand. I don't know, God.
That's just
Maybe
something
he
else.
left the simulation.
I thought about afterwards as well. It's like, all right, so if it has been Audi her in there the whole time, like, is she just doing overtime when she's talking to Harmony out in the car last episode? And we've seen a couple of what we
It's always
assume to be Audi
outside
Helly.
of ours because everybody's cars have gone.
Yeah.
She's also, I would think, higher up in the company than a Severed employee. She's gone
Yeah.
in to show the world
But-
that it's not that bad.
Remember, like right back either episode 1 or 2,
That makes more sense.
when Mark encounters her in the car park after, she's
Mm.
getting into some clapped
She had
up
flowers.
bomb. Yeah. So was she playing a part in the car park with Mark way back then?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, why was she there
Interesting.
with flowers? It is strange.
Yeah. It looked like she'd been terminated, like she was carrying a box with bits and pieces from her desk kind of thing. And she didn't look happy. Like, why was she playing that part? Because she would
Maybe
have been
she was
Helena.
testing him again to see if he recognized her. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. That's a good question.
Sorry, that just came to me that they saw each other in the car park. Anyway, please continue then.
No worries.
I also think that was for the story, though, so that we didn't know she was an Egan straight away.
The whole thing about the space heater and the size of the tent and everything, I just didn't necessarily see it as a continuity thing, though. I sort of thought it again as like, is this someone's
real life?
dream state or something?
Yeah, I thought it must be Dream State because
I
they
kind
would
of thought of
have
it like
burnt
VR, in the sense of a simulation.
Ambient.
Like they're sitting in a chair thing with goggles on somewhere,
Okay.
thinking they're doing this when they're actually not.
Yeah.
Okay. So we see Irving wake up out in the cold. He's wearing his work suit. He walks toward a light in the distance and finds the cubicles that look like.
Think about the clothing either.
He's wearing a suit, but
I didn't even.
the
think of
trees
that.
and the foliage and everything had changed as well. They were all just like dead, stunted stumps and stuff.
Yeah, why
Yep.
is he in his suit? Yeah.
When
Okay.
he woke up in the suit, I was like, is this whole thing a dream?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
that
Wait, I
part's a
didn't
dream.
Like,
notice that.
but not just that part. The whole episode was kind of what I thought. I didn't really.
So
Yeah.
he sits at one. So the cubicles look like their workstations in macro data refinement. He sits down and he looks at his computer and the cubicle in front of him comes down and it's Bert. Then it goes
And
back
he's
up.
working on a different data set. I forget what it was, but yep.
Montauk is what Irving was working on.
And then Irving sees through to the diagonally opposite cubicle a woman who looks like what was described as
The
the
small
half-size
lady
woman.
with hair.
Which is where Helly sits in relation to him.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, she does too.
We see the numbers floating all over his screen and they start to make patterns. And I think I saw an eye. Did you see an eye,
Yes,
Michael?
there was an eye.
Yeah, and there was a couple of letters early on as well.
And
I thought it was going to spell a word.
But it moved like it was somebody's face looking back at him from the numbers. And the eye blinked, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so Irving wakes up
I
with a
think you'll
start.
find that was ASCII art.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for explaining
ASCII
that.
I don't know if anybody's heard of that before. I just thought I'd throw that term out
With
there.
ASCII animation.
Yeah, never heard of it. So Irving gets up. We see Mark wake up in a tent. We see Irving running through the woods. Mark puts on his coat and opens the tent. He calls out for Helly because Helly wasn't in a tent. Dylan comes out of another tent and tells Mark that Irving never came back last night and isn't in his tent. Mark and
I
Dylan
haven't mentioned it until right now when you walked out of your tent.
Yep.
Mm.
Mark and Dylan call for Mr. Milchick. Mr. Milchick asks them what's happening, and they tell him Helly and Irving are missing. Helly walks toward the waterfall. Yeah, and my question is, what is she doing? She stops to look at it. Irving comes up behind her.
So before
Yep.
we see Irving at this point, I'm like, that was Irving's dream just before he dies in the simulation, because how would he survive out in the freezing cold? They're all rugged up and stuff, but he would have died from exposure, surely.
Okay.
because he
100%.
didn't even have anything on his head, and he wasn't even like his face wasn't disfigured with being bright red or all that kind of stuff.
He did
was
mention though
just-
that he almost died,
but he
but
didn't look
he
it.
doesn't show signs of almost dying.
Exactly.
Mm.
So
And
simulate.
we haven't, unless I missed it when you were described, we haven't had a helper, Irving, had we? Did you
We
describe
saw
one
all
through there?
4 of them standing on the top of the waterfall.
Yeah.
He just didn't point
Oh,
them in a
the helpful
direction.
ones. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
So Irving comes up behind her and asks what she's doing there. She asks the same of him. He says he slept outside and almost froze to death. And he says what she said to him last night was cruel, and Helly was never cruel. So he's figured it out. She's not Helly. She tells him she's right there. Irving says if she's not Helly, then who is she? Who would have the power to send their outie to the 7th floor? He has like a few really clever leaps here. Helly says she's sorry. He grabs her and calls for Mr. Milchick. She fights as he pulls her along. Mr. Milchick, Mark, and Dylan hear them and start running toward them. They find Irving holding Helly, telling Mr. Milchick to turn her back, saying she's an outie. He holds her under the water and says she's been an outie since she came back. Mr.
I don't
Milchick
know why
yells.
that leaves him to want to murder her necessarily, but
No,
anyway.
but he's pushing.
He wants Helly back.
Yeah, so
He wants
clearly
Helly, not
someone
he's
else
Helena.
just trying to
to
force the
fulfill it.
change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
someone to
because
make
he says bring her back.
Yeah, Mr. Milchick yells for him to stop. Irving says she's a mole and says he's going to kill her. She's not Helly, she's an Egan. I'm not quite sure he figured that. I think he's just like, this would be the only sort of person who could
person
do
that
this.
has the power within.
Yeah.
What did you think when he said she's a mole? Did
You mole.
I thought of Nelly immediately.
Another totally unintentional bit was when he was asking about the carrot or suggesting the carrot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, maybe another root vegetable." And
Yes.
I know that wasn't intended at all, but I found it funny.
I thought they were making. I
I
Australianism.
think it wasn't
making
supposed
jokes.
to be funny. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was supposed to be.
Yeah.
A root,
Does-
but that's not a that's
No.
not a word.
Yeah,
Slang in
actually, you're
America?
right. Root means to cheer on someone.
Ah.
There is a
That's
brand in
an
Canada
Australianism.
or in America called Roots Canada. My uncle brought me a shirt that said Roots across it.
Yeah.
What about
And
root
a
beer?
lot-
I loved that jumper.
Okay, he tells Mr. Milchick to change her back. Helly yells at Seth to do it. Mr. Milchick pulls a radio out of his pocket and tells someone on the other line to remove the Glasgow block. And as she's submerged, we see Helly switch back to her innie self, and Irving cradles her to his chest, saying he's sorry. She asks, what's happening? Mark runs down to them and wraps his coat around her. And Mark is protective here, and I'm like, he just helped you. I don't know why.
I don't know that Mark believes fully what Irving is saying.
I'd
Okay.
be in a bit of a shock as well.
Despite him
It's a
saying
lot to go through.
her saying Seth, which I think is the clear giveaway, and
Yeah.
especially for all of us watching.
Well,
that
none of
that's
them
her
knew that
outie.
his name is Seth.
Yeah, and now
Dylan
Dylan
did.
can put two and two
Oh, yeah,
together.
Dylan did,
He
that's
didn't know
right,
who
yeah.
Seth was. No,
I
That's
did
right,
wonder.
Who
Yeah.
Seth was.
Yeah, because
But did
Miss
Irving
Huang
know?
said don't just stop talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
how,
but
so how
he
did
did not
Irving get
know.
it?
Get what?
Irving
We
didn't
never
know.
see him tell anyone about it. And he's trying to be a good
Irving
boy
didn't
as
know.
well.
What's his face? But
Dylan.
Dylan also didn't know that who Seth
The
was.
correlation. Yeah.
She got told not to
Ah.
tell who Seth was.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
He just knew there was a Seth.
Yeah, okay.
And Irving didn't say
I feel like he
Seth.
could have put
What's her
two and
face
two
said
together
Seth.
afterwards.
Helly.
Okay.
Like yeah, his wife referred. Yeah, I feel like he could
She
have
Could have
said
been
that's not
anybody
what
though
Seth
telling.
told me, and then he's like, "Who's Seth?" And then Miss Huang comes in with, "Please stop
Yeah.
discussing blah blah blah."
But yeah, more importantly, how did Irving know?
Irving didn't know.
Irving didn't know.
But Irving just said it.
No,
No.
Irving
Helly
that
said it. Helena said it.
Helena said, "Do it, Seth,"
Oh,
and
I'm
that's
sorry.
how
Like,
Mel
switch
Gibson
me
knew
back.
to me. Yeah.
Did you just call
Okay.
him male chick again?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Just
Helena
Um,
said it when she was above her head above the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Do it, Seth."
in between him trying to drown.
She outed herself.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm surprised you missed
Ah,
that. That
okay.
was really big.
No, I wasn't thinking about who said it.
Okay.
Okay.
I definitely heard the
Well,
Seth.
she's the only one that could have said it because no one else knew that Milchick was Seth.
I actually assumed that Dylan had put it together after the fact, but
Okay.
probably
I don't
not.
think he did.
No.
Could have been anybody up on the non-severed floor that had to put everything in a sack, if you will.
Okay. All right. I'll finish this off. We're nearly there. Mr. Milchick comes after Mark and tells Irving to stand up. He threatened murder in Woe's Hollow, so he must be immediately and permanently dismissed. His outie will be notified. Dylan calls to Irving, saying he's sorry and should have listened. Irving says it's okay. He tells Dylan to hang in there. Mr. Milchick tells him to stop talking because he's no longer authorized to speak to any severed employees, nor are they allowed to speak to him.
I would have thought he would have just said, give him the middle finger and said, who cares what you think? If I'm going to be terminated, I'm going to talk as much as I please. I'm surprised
Also-
he stopped talking.
Why do you think Dylan said, I'm sorry I didn't listen? Irving
Because
didn't share
Irving-
his theory about Helena. Or Helly, sorry.
Yeah, he did.
I think he
'cause
did.
Did I
He
think? Yeah.
Okay.
Continue, Ben.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just distracted because I'm like getting the burrs out of the dog's ear fur
Fair.
because she was rolling in the grass this afternoon. So Irving tells Dylan to hang in there. Mr. Milchick tells him to stop talking. Dylan tells Milchick to leave Irving alone. Mr. Milchick has Irving turn toward him. Irving looks at Mr. Milchick, who tells him to walk into the forest. As they walk, Mr. Milchick says his workplace will be cleared and his personal items will be discarded. His file will be purged and destroyed. It'll be as if Irving B never existed. Mr. Milchick tells someone on his radio to do it now, and we see the effect, but then that's the end of the episode.
So my question is, do we reckon he's going to the lower floor or they're just going to kick him out? And
I think they're retiring him.
Yeah,
Yep,
to the lower floor.
I think he's fired.
Yep.
I feel like the lower floor is where you go if your outie is not allowed to exist in the world anymore.
Okay. Maybe they don't want.
Because
maybe
where would Gemma be? Like, Gemma's alive, so it's not like she'd be hiding from him.
Mm.
From Mark.
Run into her.
Unless she is. Whoa.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
So that was the end of the episode. There's something that I wanted to cover that it's easy to forget during this episode. Mark was reintegrated.
Yeah.
He is not.
Oh,
Mark
yeah,
S.
I was thinking about it. The
I
whole way
didn't
through the
forget at
episode.
all. Yeah, I was like, when's he gonna? What's happening?
So
That was
the
kind of
whole
a confusing
time
part.
he's just playing along.
Is he?
Oh, I wasn't thinking.
He must.
I wasn't thinking that.
Why would he be
I didn't
motivated
think
to
that.
play along?
I
Oh,
don't
play-
think that because I don't think he would have slept with Helena.
No.
Helly. If
Helly.
he was playing
Yeah.
along. There's no way he would have done that.
Just
My
to be
guess-
clear, he's reintegrated, so the memories of his innie and outie are joined. So it's not
No,
like
but remember
he
with
doesn't-
Petey, it wasn't the whole time.
It
He
flashed
got
in and out.
flashes.
But
Yeah.
Maybe his has been done better.
yeah.
We don't know that the
She did
integration
say that she knows how to do it now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that's not how the proper integration would work. It wouldn't be immediate. You'd know, both sides would know exactly what's happened. I would have thought it would take a little bit for it to.
Well, we don't really know how much
know.
time has passed
Yeah.
either.
Or even if it's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, that's also
yeah,
true.
I
yeah.
think next episode will be the one that clears that up a little bit.
Oh, can you imagine if they do?
I-
It's all a dream, guys. Don't worry about it.
My thought with the reintegration thing was that, yeah, like Nelly said, he's going to be going in and out of both worlds while he's in each world for a little while until it fully connects in his brain. Sorry.
Which is why when the glitch happened towards the end, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's innie Mark glitching to outie Mark. with seeing his wife Gemma.
But not really realizing what's happening because
Exactly.
he is currently in EMARC, who
Yeah.
doesn't know that he's been reintegrated.
Okay.
Was how I took it. I
In
didn't
that case,
take
it
it to
hasn't
be
really
that
worked
he
very well.
knew about it was his whole self during this.
Yeah, I didn't get the
I just-
impression he was playing along the whole way. Or was there anything that you saw, Ben, along the way that made you think, or an indicator that?
No, but the whole time I was just like keeping in the back of my mind, he's been reintegrated. And she said she did it better. She said she knows how to do it properly now. So I just assumed that the procedure is done and he has access to both his innies and outies memories. So he doesn't have to play. Oh, sorry, I said play along, but he doesn't have to play along because he knows. He doesn't have to put on an act.
He wouldn't. I wholeheartedly believe that if he knew both sides, he would not have
Slept
done
with
the
Helen.
sex with Helly.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
His
that's
outie
true.
misses his wife way too much.
Yeah, he was willing to do reintegration because he found out that his wife was
For
still
his
alive.
wife.
Yeah,
There's absolutely
that's true.
no way.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, he went out on a date and stuff as well. It's not impossible.
No, but that
But
was
no, but he
before
didn't know
knew
she was
that his wife
alive.
was alive.
maybe
True.
they're in an open relationship,
Yes.
guys. No judging, okay?
I'm not judging, but I don't think that's how he would be.
I
Just
agree.
based on everything
Yeah,
we know.
I don't think he's both
And
of
I-
them.
I didn't
Oh,
get
yeah.
the sense that just because she's perfected the art of reintegration, which
Well, she
also
hopes.
bullshit,
Hmm.
yeah, that it would
I
be a
wouldn't feel
once
this
and
confidence
done
either.
process. I
Yeah, I
don't think
liked-
it'd be once and done.
I just remembered, and we didn't mention it in the previous episode, when she starts doing the procedure and he's all hooked up and his hands start shaking. He says, "Is this normal? Is my hand supposed to shake?" She says, "Oh shit," and rushes to turn something down.
Yeah, turns it off and starts again.
Yep. But that's the end of the episode, guys. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about? This was a very strange episode for me. It's just completely out of the blue. Like I said, I was like halfway through the episode, I'm like, this can't be right. Let me see what the last episode was. Hopefully,
I think because you had said that, I was prepared for it to be really weird.
Oh, okay.
and not. I didn't question whether I was watching the right episode or not because you said what is happening essentially.
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I
don't
look
watch the
forward to
next
the
one
next
too soon,
episode.
Ben, because we can't recap for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not going to publish these in quick succession. So, and we're not going to watch Succession either. So
I've already watched it.
I was going to say wrong show.
I've never watched it.
It was really good, by the way.
I'm sure it was. But that's it. That's it for episode 4, season 2. We are 40% of the way in. So, because there's 10 episodes this season.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure that's the
Yeah.
do you want to go?
Would you like to math again, Ben?
Well, the 2 bits? The 2 bits?
But yeah, that's all I've got. If you guys haven't got anything else, we'll call it there.
No, that's it.
Thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.